You already know what it is when a 100 mob come up in here. Ain't no need to run. Gonna come in the gun. Slap! 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 You already know what it is with me. I gotta come on like that, cause that's how I gotta do. I gotta get your face right. We wanna talk about Uncle Bang. We wanna talk about this whole thing that's going on with Measy right now. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about the wheelchairs. You already know what time it is. Now, I don't know what's this whole thing with Uncle Bang going at Maine Musik and going in on them, you know what I'm saying? They both from Sherwood, you know what I'm saying? He started off showing love, but now Uncle Bang, you know what I'm saying, is exposing everything about Maine Musik, you know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, Maine Musik, he got a lot he need to say, and he got a lot he need to explain and talk about, man. It is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? We got Honcho YOLO. You understand what I'm talking about? You got TEC right hand Honcho YOLO out here saying what he's saying about Maine, you know what I'm saying? And you do got 24 hours to respond. Y'all up in the bed talking about this and that. You know, TEC is back getting straightening, you know what I'm saying, with you. Because it's like, there's the ghost is saying a lot, you know what I'm saying? We got a video coming on that, you know what I'm saying? We're not even about to even really go in on it right now. But see, the thing is this. The whole Spider Nation thing is over with. I don't know why people keep on talking about it's going to be, you know, a surprise album and this and that, man. It's over with, bro. You know what I'm saying? When you got Uncle Bang going in like that, and like I said, a lot of this stuff that's being said about Maine Musik, you know what I'm saying, was said in the Spider Nation Deezy interview that I did, man. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't a big thing then. You know what I'm saying? So why is it a big thing now? You know what I'm saying? Ray Vick's been said it way before that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, we keep on trying to act like, you know, it's a big deal and it's an eye opener with the same information. But see, now the difference is the names is coming out, you know what I'm saying? And they been out. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. It's like when you got, you know, character flaws and you got stuff like this happening and stuff like that. I mean, how can you even not say anything about it or try to address it at least? You know, it is what it is. Even when Theezy had to say something about it, you know what I'm saying? And it's like you going against the Bang, man. You going against Lou Wop and stuff like that. And you know you got this stuff up on your jacket that you ain't speaking about. You know what I'm saying? You know, Lou Wop got up under the comments. He trying to see what Uncle Bang talking about. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, we want to know who did that. You know what I'm talking about? So it is what it is, man. It's kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy allegations, man. But at the end of the day, you know, you got to speak on it, man. You know, because if it ain't no speaking on it, then it's no, you know, trying to even rap how you rap no more. Because it's like, bro, you got to explain the situation. Now, Honcho, you know, which is TEC, you know what I mean, right hand, you know, part of Spider Nation and all of that. Now, at the end of the day, he wanted you to clear up the situation because, like I said, he was back there with you. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, if he's stamping in and saying it went on and everything like that, then it must have had went on, man. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not defending yourself. Now, like I said, it's a lot of things going on in Spider Nation, and, you know, we may not see no project with YOLO, Dez, TEC, you know, Maine Musik. That what was supposed to happen if didn't none of this happen. You know what I'm saying? If the divide never happened, that's what was in the plans. What was supposed to happen. You know what I'm saying? Only thing, right thing to happen. You know, that's what the fans wanted to hear. But you know, when Uncle Bang, you know what I'm saying, somebody from Sherwood, you know, that Maine Musik stamped himself. You know what I'm saying? Come out and saying this about him. And, you know, all the stuff coming out, he didn't slide for his brother. He didn't slide for himself. You know what I'm saying? It get kind of deep, man. And it's like you got to come to the forefront and you got to do more than making internet skits in the bed. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. This man sending bars at you, you know? So it's like, you know, when you rapping, you know what I'm saying, like you say you're a rapper, then you got to show that, man. So it's like, I don't understand what it's going to take, you know, the whole Spider Nation and what this is going to take Uncle Bang, because he said he dropped a bag up on Uncle Bang. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, if you drop that bag, then, like I said, somebody going to come and they going to try to get it if they really like that, you know, about you. You see what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you know, what a lot of people are saying is that this whole Spider Nation thing is not being owned by Maine Musik. So how can you be the biggest spider? You know what I'm saying? You know, Lou Wop said he owned it. You know what I'm saying? That's what he was talking about. You know what I'm saying? So it's like he trying to see how is you the biggest spider? Because if you the biggest spider, then you should show some paperwork showing who own this, who own that, you know what I'm saying? Whether you a part owner or whatever. And if you're not a part owner and you don't got a percentage, you know, how is it that, you know, you're the biggest spider, you know? I mean, you got to make it make sense, man. And that's what the fans want to know, man. But like I said, man, we going to let y'all talk about it. We going to let y'all get in the comments, man, because it's like Maine Musik career right now, you know, nobody's believing it. I mean, NBA YoungBoy got a whole tour, and he didn't put Maine Musik up on that one date. You know what I'm saying? He put EBKJ-Bo. So like I said, you inherited a lot of problems going at Fredo, and then you done split up the whole Spider Nation over some stuff and over, you know, trying to, you know, fit in with somebody else, you know. And that's the whole thing that I'm making, man. So we gonna have to see what happened, man. I mean, ain't no rapping, you know, back and forth with Unkle Bane gonna help it at this point. I mean, you got to stand on all 10. You got to stand on what you believe in. You got to say what you believe. Because at the end of the day, man, we ain't trying to hear nothing else about, you know, people stepping, you know what I'm saying, and all this. And like I said, nigga, I'm about to drop a video right after this, you know what I'm saying? And we gonna really get into that and what I really want to say, because like I said, this thing get deep. It's a lot of things. Because see, this ain't about that. You know what I'm saying? The next video is gonna be about, like I said, the difficulties in Spider Nation, nigga. You know what I'm saying? This really don't got nothing to do with that. It do, because niggas from Spider Nation coming out saying somebody, but that's not my angle on this video. My angle on this video is you need to go ahead on and clear your name and say what's going on, man. Because like I said, this stuff is making you look crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's not making the brand of Spider Nation look crazy no more, because now we know that Lou Wop own it. You know what I'm saying? Now you got to come out, say if you own percentages or partnership or whatever, nigga. Or if you don't, say that too. But at the end of the day, you need to branch off, and this is your time right now, because you're doing so much consistent music. If you look at your comments on your music videos, you know you got people rooting for you right now. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you need to go start a LLC. You need to go start a business. You know what I mean? Go down there to the treasury office, nigga. You know what I'm saying? To do the right thing, start a LLC, you know what I'm saying? And call it, you know what I'm saying, the 8-legged group, you know what I'm saying? Unkle Bane said you only had 4 left because Lou Wop cut you off, you see what I'm saying? So you got to come up with another name if you're going to start this company. And like I said, you can use Dez as being the lead artist, and it is what it is. But the way Honcho just exposed him and what he's saying, you know what I mean? We're going to get into it in the next video. I mean, I don't think you want him to be the lead artist anyway. You know what I'm saying? Because he around here, you know what I'm saying, getting called Big Stanky. You see what I'm saying? And like I said, so it's crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know, you know what I mean, what you gonna name it, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I would name the LLC, you know, Maine Musik and the Gang. You see what I'm saying? You know, just branch away from the spider stuff, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know what I mean, give your charm to Lou Wop. You know what I'm saying? To do your own thing, you know what I'm saying? Maine Musik and the Gang, what it's gonna be called. I'm out of here, man.